Okay, welcome back to the Codex in Cursor Mastery series. In the last video we went through how to set up Codex inside Cursor, how to install it, connect your ChatGPT account and run your first live test inside the IDE. If you haven't watched that video yet, I highly recommend checking it out. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to watch that first. If you've already done that, you've now got Codex up and running, it's time to now explore one of the most powerful features in Codex, and that is the AGENTS.md file. This is how Codex remembers your project conventions, things like coding style, structure, and naming rules, and it's the key to making Codex feel like a true teammate instead of just a coding assistant. In this video, we'll break down the three levels of AGENTS.md: global, project, and folder specific. Once you understand how they cascade together, you'll be able to guide Codex to write code that's perfectly aligned with your style and your project every time. So as you can see on screen, we're in my Codex demo project here in Cursor, and I've got an example agents.md file on screen. So I'll run you through this to show you an example of what's included in an agents.md file. We can see here repo guidelines, we've got project structure and module organization with some information about what files are included in this directory. We've got build, test, and development commands that will be used throughout the project. We've got coding style and naming conventions, testing guidelines, commit and PR guidelines, and finally security and configuration tips. So this file acts as context and instructions for Codex, so it understands exactly what project it's working in and what rules and conventions it needs to follow when it's working on tasks within this project. So it's a really powerful way to give Codex that foundational knowledge that it needs in order to work effectively in your projects. So I highly recommend creating an agents.md file at the project level whenever you start working on a new project. However, there is something that most people don't know, and that's that there are actually three levels of agents.md files. So if we flick back here, we can see there are three levels where you can install and use the agents.md context and instruction files. Number one is a global level file, so you can install this on your machine at the global level. The purpose of this is your personal coding style and global preferences will then be accessible across all projects. So Codex will first access the global level agents.md file for context and instructions before then looking for the project level agents.md file. So if there are rules and guidelines and conventions that are going to apply to all projects that you work on, you can install that at the global level, and that's going to save you having to repeat the same rules and conventions every time you start a new project. Secondly, we have the project level agents.md file. That's the one we just had a look at. The purpose of that is the tech stack details and project specific conventions. That applies only within the project that it is created in, and it has medium priority, so it overrides the global rules but not the folder specific rules, which is number 3. So number 3, folder specific rules. If you have a folder within your project directory where you want a specific agents.md file, perhaps you're working on a particular build or feature that requires its own specific rules for a code type, that's when you would include a project folder level agents.md file. That applies only within the folder that it is created in, and it has the highest priority. So if there are any conflicts, the folder specific rules will always take precedence. So in that way, it has a cascading effect. So Codex will read all three levels from top to bottom, and they will then merge the rules. The global rules will then merge with the project rules, which will then merge with the folder specific rules, with obviously those folder specific rules taking precedence if there are any conflicts. So this way you have a really streamlined way to give Codex full context and instructions for all projects that it works on across your workspace. So now I'll show you how you can create an agents.md file in your project directory. So this will be number 2, the project level that we're going to create it in. As you can see on the left hand side, we're in the Codex demo project directory here. At the top we can see the Codex logo, so we'll click on that and that's going to open up our Codex session. For this we're using GPT-5 Codex High and we're in agent mode, so Codex will be able to execute most tasks that we ask it to do. So what we're going to say is simply create a new agents.md file in the root of this project. Codex then should be able to create that file with all the necessary information we need. We can see Codex has reviewed every file in the project directory and now it is suggesting a change to agents.md. So we'll hit allow so it can create that file. It's now completed the task. It says it's added a project level guide in agents.md outlining the repo's purpose, tech stack expectations, working agreements, delivery checklist, and handy commands so future agents know how to operate within this demo code base. If we flick over now, we'll see the agents.md file in our project directory. If we open that up, we can see it does include all of that information: purpose and scope, tech stack expectations, working agreements, delivery checklist, and handy commands. So we've now got an agents.md file at the project level. So we can see that all I did was ask Codex to create the agents.md file. It was able to understand from just that prompt what I wanted, and it obviously knows the concept of an agents.md file because it has provided valuable context and guidelines and instructions here that will assist Codex with future projects. So just to reiterate, the power here is that the more Codex understands about our code base and our conventions, the more precise it's going to be when it does work on tasks within the project. So that's the power of creating these agents.md files. We're just giving Codex more knowledge, more context and instructions, and then it's going to produce better results from that. So now that we have our project level agents.md file in place, let's now install a global level agents.md file as well as a project level agents.md file, and then I'll show you an example of how they cascade together to produce better code and better results. So the process of creating a global level agents.md file is slightly different. In this case, we're going to actually give Codex the content that it needs to put inside that global level agents.md file. The reason why it can do it itself at project level is because it has access to this project directory. It can review all the files and make sense of it, and then provide the guidelines and conventions at the project level. But for the global level, we need to be specific about what conventions we want to apply to all projects. Because it's global, every single project we work on is going to access this global agents.md file. So it's up to us to provide the conventions and guidelines that we want to be applied at that level. So the prompt I've got here for that is simply this: create a new global agents.md file at this path.codex/agents.md. The file should contain my personal coding preferences and style guidelines that apply across all projects. Add the following content, and then we've outlined exactly what should be added to that file. You can work with Codex or even ChatGPT to refine what you want to be included in your specific personal global agents.md file. This is just what I'm going to use here for the purpose of this video. So we'll hit enter and let Codex work on this. We can see it has now completed that task. It says added your personal coding preferences and workflows to Codex agents.md, covering styling, quality gates, PR commit etiquette, and testing expectations so they cascade into every project. Confirm the file exists with the requested content at the global level. No further action needed unless you want these preferences synced elsewhere. What we can do now is just confirm that it has been installed correctly at the global level and that Codex is accessing it and will access it when we ask it to complete a task. So we'll just say which agents.md files are currently active or being read in this environment. And we can see it has responded. Active global rules. At the global level, your personal preferences apply everywhere per the hierarchy doc. Secondly, active project rules are in place at agents.md within this repo root. No folder level agents.md exists inside the project, confirmed via recursive search, so no additional overrides right now. These files cascade as described in our agents hierarchy doc on the right hand side, so only the global and project rules are currently read. So we can see here it is working. We've got those two agents.md files in place, and now whenever we ask Codex to complete a task, it's going to first read both of those agents.md files for context, guidelines, and instructions. Finally, we're going to ask Codex to install a folder-specific level agents.md file. So the prompt here is inside the SRC app components folder, create a new agents.md file. This should define conventions that apply only to components in this folder, for example, accessibility rules, prop naming conventions, or styling standards. Include sections for the purpose of the folder, component design guidelines, styling and accessibility, and example requirements for interactive elements. So this is instructing Codex to create that folder-specific agents.md file. This is the third level in our hierarchy, and this will guide it on how to create components when we give it specific tasks that are related to building components for our project. We can see it's now completed this task. It says added a folder level guide at SRC app components agents.md detailing why the directory exists, how to structure components, and expectations for styling plus accessibility so component work here stays consistent. Documented concrete requirements for interactive controls to make expectations explicit for anyone touching these UI pieces. So we now have that folder specific agents.md file active. If we flick over now to our project directory here and we go to the components folder, we can see the new agents.md file. So this is the folder specific one. We've still got that project level agents.md file in the root of the project directory. If we open up the folder specific one, the components folder, we can see here that Codex has created the content for this folder based on the prompt and the guidelines we provided. It's got a purpose, component design guidelines, styling and accessibility, and example requirements for interactive elements. So we now have 3 levels of agents.md files installed. We've got our global level, we've got our project level, and now we've got a specific folder version in the components folder. So what I'll do now is I'll ask Codex to create a file within the components folder. Then we'll review it. We'll be able to see the influence that each level has and the cascading effect of that process to create our final version of the file. Okay, so we're back in our Codex chat now, and let's just again confirm to see if it is now picking up all 3 agents.md files as part of its review process. So we'll ask it which agents.md files are currently active or being read environment. It says only 3 agent files are currently in play right now, cascading per the hierarchy doc. Global rules are in place, project rules are in place at the repo root, and now it is also seeing the folder rules in the components folder, which overrides for UI components. So we now have our 3 levels of agents.md files in place. Again, we've got those global rules that are guidelines and conventions across all projects. We've then got our project rules, which is specific to the directory that we're working in. And now we've got folder specific rules that are guiding Codex on specific instructions and guardrails it needs to follow whenever it's working on components within this project. So let's now give Codex a task to work on. We'll say create a new landing page in this project that includes a centered click here button component from the components folder. The page should use a gradient background similar to the existing design style, display a short headline and subheading above the button, use consistent TypeScript styling and accessibility practices according to the project's conventions. You could even just be a bit more brief and just say the first line here, but we've included a bit more information here. We'll hit enter and we'll see what Codex builds now. As mentioned, it should by default first read the global level agents.md for context. It will then read the project level, and because it's building a button for the landing page, it will also read the components folder agents.md file when it does create that button. We should be able to see in the final code that it creates the influence that each agents.md file is having on the end result. So Codex has completed the build. This is the landing page that has been built as a result of our prompt. We can see here we've got a heading and a subheading. We've got our gradient background. We've also got our click here button, which is centered. If we click on that, it pops up and just says thanks for your interest. So it is demonstrating that it is working as a button here in dev mode. Now let's jump back over to Codex and we'll ask it to tell us exactly what influence each agents.md file had on the build process. So we're back in Cursor here, and in our Codex chat we can see that first I've asked which agents.md files did you read for the process of building the landing page and the click here button, and it has confirmed I consulted the cascading instructions in all active scopes, the global rules, the project level conventions at the repo root, and also the folder specific component guidance in the components folder. So it has successfully referenced all agents.md files through its build process. I've then asked, can you create a build report.md file in the project root highlighting the influence that each agents.md file had on the build decisions you made, and it has created this build report. So let's now have a look at that and see exactly what influence each agents.md file had, and you'll see the cascading effect in action. So we can see here now in the build report the influence that each agents.md file has had. The global rules that have been applied use TypeScript with named exports for new work. We can also see the specific code that it relates to and the impact. The second rule here, from a global perspective, keep functions small and document the why, not the what. We can then see the project level rules that have been followed, isolate presentation concerns into focused helpers instead of growing God objects. Secondly, state placeholders risks clearly for the next agent. And then the folder specific rules for the purpose of building the click here button in the components folder. Components must expose a single props interface with descriptive names, use scoped CSS modules and adhere to the 408px rhythm and gradient palette, and interactive elements must carry ARIA keyboard affordances. So those are the rules we can see that are being applied. Again, the folder specific rules take precedence, so if there are any conflicts from either global or project, the folder specific rules will override, and similarly at the project level they can override the global level rules if they are stated specifically there. So that's an example of how these three agents.md files can work together to help you produce better code and better results with Codex. So I hope you enjoyed that deep dive into agents.md and the three levels of memory in Codex. If you want to access the prompt templates that I have used in this video, you can download those by visiting my website snapperai.io/codex agents prompt pack. I'll also put the link in the description below. All you need to do there is enter your first name and email and hit the button, and you should get an email in your inbox. It could potentially land in your spam folder, so check there too. That will have a download link to the markdown file that contains the prompt templates. All you then need to do, copy paste into your Codex chat, and it will install the agents.md files at all three levels. If you want to see more videos on Codex in Cursor, make sure you subscribe, and thanks for watching.